The new Parkway Theater, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com.
You are listening to High School 510, where sports and comedy regain some culture.
I think it's called House or Casino with Will Ferrell.
Those are two different movies.
I forget the name of the movie, but it's Will Ferrell and...
give him a magic moment right now. Magic moment him up.
He didn't misspeak, though.
He did misspeak.
No,
He's saying two movies that don't have Will Ferrell in them.
Is it called House?
Yeah, I remember that movie, and it's called neither one of those.
Cedric Yarborough.
It's called House Rules, dude. Give him a magic moment, man. That deserves a magic moment. See,
I didn't say throw
you
the
be
ball.
going easy on the magic moment with me, and then he over here sounding like an ignorant trucker.
Get that sound from that movie. Race Riot.
I don't know which movie you talk about, Peadro. You confuse me.
It screams out, Race Riot. Yeah, give me a magic moment.
This magic moment.
Now my mic gonna smell like cheap fried chicken.
Don't mind if I take a picture.
I don't mind at all.
He's supposed to put you on the NSA watch list.
Marcus, you say no. Last time he took a picture of me, I saw it on a Grindr profile under his name, under his first name and my last name.
Grindr.
Under his first name and my last name.
Yeah, that's
it was
one
on
thing.
Grindr and Tinder. He was just trying to hook up with anybody that moved.
He's trying to get all the bitches.
He was
You
out there.
don't know what Grindr is, obviously, Jared.
He's trying to get all the
I said
bitches and
Grindr
bears.
Tinder. I said he was on all
Bitches
of them.
and bears.
You know, he wanted bitches, bears,
There's the butchers.
Grindr, Tinder. He was on all of
I
them.
want the butchers.
Unicorns,
The elemental PQRS.
Cuban horses. You ever slept with the Cuban horse?
Yeah, Aaron, you don't have to actually breathe on the mic with your
I like
nose.
breathing on the mic.
It makes people can hear you breathing. That's what we don't want.
But every time I breathe on the mic, we get 2 new subscribers.
That's not true.
That's true, man.
Every time I breathe on the mic, we get 2
No,
new
your
subscribers.
levels were good though when you were talking right there.
And they like, man,
Just don't rest your.
who's this guy breathing on the mic? He ain't
That's
got a
good.
radio voice, but he got a radio breathing.
Yeah, I don't know if we want your radio.
No, I used to
breathing.
be a stunt breather
Is that
porn
what you say
sets.
to the
On porn
ladies?
sets.
They were trying to get Aaron on a CPAP commercial like this.
Yeah, I was a stunt breather. I worked CPAP commercials and Cinemax movies. I was come in and breathe on the side and the mic and the boom mic.
Like what y'all don't know is that when Mike Epps was in Next Friday, was talking about Baby D and the way she was breathing, that was actually cut from Aaron sleeping. Coast got new cupcake.
The CPAP keep it down now. No. CPAP keep that down. That didn't keep Peadro down. Let me tell you. I woke up on Saturday morning and I said, I can't believe somebody out here cutting some fucking hedges in this early in the morning. And then I realized it was Peadro.
Hey, I only snore that loud when a woman makes good love to me.
I don't know what dream you was having. Because a woman been in my apartment the last 3 weeks.
What else?
Oh, the Bernard Hopkins, Roy George Jr. What's going on with that? I just seen a little thing.
Wait, something's going on. Peadro, I think you reading an article from
I just read
15
it
years
this
ago.
morning. Hold on, no, I read it on your computer.
For 15
It
years
just
ago.
popped up. What was that about?
That's when you just be happy.
They're really fighting?
If it's on my computer, you just be happy that popped up and not something else. Better than what else Aaron could have had popped up.
Any of those tubes. Mm-hmm. All them tubes.
Tubes or bangs.
Yeah, you lucky that popped up, not Aaron's special research work you be doing. You know what I'm saying? Aaron's trying to get a PhD, Pornhub doctorate.
That's me doing. I'm just doing the Lord's work.
So Aaron, we're gonna play a drinking game today. Every time I'm gonna call you on it. If you say, like, you were talking about Latin exploitation movies, and you said something, and then you didn't finish the sentence, and you talked about Danny Trejo, and I knew what you was gonna say, and I filled in the blank.
Nah, see, I stopped so you could fill it in and keep you actively engaged in the conversation. That's a talking technique. I learned that by watching. What's that dude, the actor Anthony Hopkins?
Do you consider actively confused, actively engaged? Is that
Man, no, Anthony Hopkins. I don't know if you notice he pauses on like sometimes the third, second, or even fourth word of a sentence just to bring those words to life, and that's what I do.
But there's no pause. There's just the abstaining of a word.
I'm bringing the other words to life by stating that. If you understand that, that's called method acting.
This is method acting. All right, we go work on that.
I do method podcasting.
Yeah.
You don't understand. I get in character. You should have heard. Ask Peadro. I was quiet the whole way here.
Oh, was he quiet listening to Donnell Jones?
No, he wasn't listening to Donnell Jones. The Negro was talking all the way here.
We were at Bar 355 last night, and I found that sample. It's Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
Oh, he got paid.
Yeah.
You should have.
Yeah, Herbie Hancock got a lot of front end on some of the new, or even older joints.
Hey, Herbie Hancock got that real good B-list smut film music. Playing that shit.
Yeah,
see a bunch of
smut. when they get high and you see nothing but titties.
Yeah, just titties, and they doing that wobble dance where they just shaking their chest. They shaking their chest like this.
Wobble to wobble.
They got some panties on.
With this psychedelic light.
Yep,
in the background.
The psychedelic light and panties and bush.
Come on, man.
Good old Bush. It ain't nothing wrong with Bush.
That was my
Unless
favorite
it's the
president.
first or the second.
Best of the second, first
I like
of the
George
third.
W. Not as a president, but as a person.
Shout out sponsorship, Pilot Truck Stop sponsorship. What are some other ones out
Travel
there?
the Travel Inn on Figueroa. That's the
places.
place that Sam Cooke got shot at.
Oh, I say
That
Oh,
prostitute.
you got shot.
Dang.
There's a lot of people that done did stuff with a prostitute.
At the Travel
We
Inn?
thought they were our heroes. I would never thought Al
Wait, hold on.
Greenwood
They didn't lose no hero shit with me. I can't help it that they
Bill
had a
Cosby
need.
popping pills.
They tried to support the economy.
Hey,
The informal economy is just as important as the formal economy.
Bill Cosby popping pills, that broke my heart.
That had nothing to do with prostitution, though. That's him being a rapist.
Yeah, but he was
That's not. Man, he was never no hero to me.
But
Sound like a choice.
I thought, well, it seems like it. I thought he was paying for those prostitutes because they would have gave him what he wanted.
If he paid, he wouldn't have had to need to pop pills.
No, they would have gave him what he wanted.
Yeah, you'd have seen him over at the
That
Travel
is a
Inn.
problem.
We will be serving white cake.
Anyways, yeah, I think those heroes of ours are ways of the man controlling our minds by putting celebrities as though they're supposed to be some type of hero when really all they are is pawns put up to make money and sell products or sell things that we can all enjoy. But do they really make them a hero? Heroes, in my definition, a hero is not making me want to buy something. A hero is making me feel safe or faith in humanity. Now, because I guess Bill Cosby had his show made you feel a little more faith in the black community, that they had a good role model in a TV show, but I don't know if he's really a hero.
He was Pedro's hero. It wasn't mine.
Hey, look, he taught me how to raise my kids. Since I didn't know nothing about fatherhood from nobody I grew up around.
Yeah.
I grew up around church women trying to control me with prayer.
Well, I guess should we start the show?
I thought you would have started a long time ago. I've been sitting here for the last 45 minutes.
What you talking about? Nigga, please. You got here 45 minutes late. That's what she did. Once again, Aaron showing up 45 minutes late.
Touche.
No, I was only 30 this time.
33 minutes.
If I would have been solo, I would have been on time.
Oh, now he blaming you, Peadro.
Pedro
He
was slow.
putting it on you,
You know
Peadro.
it takes me over 2 hours to get ready, and I gotta look nice for the women, bitches, and all that kind of thing. So
There's nothing wrong with taking your time.
yeah, I gotta takes 2 hours for me to get dressed, put my cologne on. It takes me about 30 minutes to put my cologne on because I like to smell nice for the ladies, head to toe.
Yeah.
That's how I freak these
Why did
hoes.
it take 30 minutes? Why did it take 30 minutes to spray especially that cheap-ass cologne you was using? Probably because the spray bottle didn't work. It was so cheap.
All right, well, let's start the show. Marcos, I need a letter.
Z.
Zoology. Zephyrs. Vuvuzelas.
It's not a Z,
Xenophobia.
dude.
Dude, he always
That's a
does.
V.
He always do that. He always does that.
Zamiko. Shout out sponsorship. Zambia. ZZ Top. Zay Jones. Azúcar. Azúcar.
Again, A.
Got a Z in it. It counts.
Start off with a Z.
Yeah, all right.
A very simple one was Zoo. He just went right over the top.
Zeus. Zapatistas. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can catch us on the High Score 510 or at the High Score 510 on Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and any other podcasting platform. You can also engage with us on the Instagram, the Twitter, and even the YouTube. Shout out to Brandon, sponsorship. I need the password. And a quick shout out to Michigan. We had like a bunch of downloads in Michigan this week. So shout out to Michigan.
Coast.
Shout
Wow.
out to New York, getting some New York downloads. Shout out to North Carolina, whoever's over there on Tobacco Road downloading us. Shout out sponsorship.
Do we get any Shaker Heights sponsors? Anybody new listeners?
Man,
out of
they ain't got
Shaker
no
Heights?
Wi-Fi in Shaker Heights. How they gonna download something? They ain't even got Obama phones yet.
Look at Obama phones. What's an Obama phone?
You know, Obama phones. He started that program so the homeless got cell phones.
You could probably still get free cell phones.
They still be out there slanging them out, handing them out.
Yo, we got them big time in there.
But Trump is trying to slow it down now.
Okay. Well, we are here with...
This is Aaron Grayson, a.k.a. AG3, coming at you like Melissa Grayson when she was storming up 3rd Avenue, headed to 2nd to kick down Peadro's door, fight his mama so I could get my Mike Tyson punch-out back.
I told that little nigga, don't fuck with me. But you wanna fuck with a nigga, right? I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be, cause little bitch ass niggas like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with a nigga, right? You want a nigga who got 2 stripes on him to go to jail for life, motherfucker. That's what you want. Fuck it, I'm leaving. Fuck no, I'm leaving. And I can't live like this.
Shoot, that sound like my brother.
What movie is that from? Actually, I think it bit off another movie, but what was it?
Y'all know what movie that's from? Baby Boy.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Ben
Yeah.
Graves when he finally went off on your boy.
That's what I was like, that, because of course, yeah, now that was the movie it was from, you're right.
And we are also here with...
This is Marcos Mendoza, a.k.a. Marquitos, a.k.a. Marky D, a.k.a. Theodore, a.k.a. West Coast. And I'm just a self-described contrarian and old-fashioned grouch.
The player haters ball gives us an opportunity to hate on a diverse array of mock-ass mocks, trick-ass mocks, punk bitches and skip-scap skanks and scallywags, hoes, heifers, hee-haws, and hula-hoos.
I like that one.
And we are also here with...
Well, everybody, I'm back. It's your friendly captain, Captain P-Funk, a.k.a. P. Craig. I don't want to give him my government name over no internet because I still got the feds looking for me for some tax evasion stuff.
And child support payments.
And child support payments. Thank you, Aaron Grayson III. Look that name up, nigga.
Why don't you click your heels together 3 times and go back to Africa?
And my name is Jared, a.k.a. DJ Art, with 2 T's for a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's just Jart.
Somebody gotta put a stop to Stephen Curry. He ain't even developed yet. Running around the basketball court, breath smelling like rain pumps. He don't even go to practice no more. He in the backyard digging up earthworms and putting frogs in his back pocket. I already gave you the formula. Go into the locker room, take the batteries out of his Nintendo DS, and break his favorite crayons. When you did that, you won the game. Now you're starting to let up on him. Now you're starting to take it easy on him. You're starting to think he cute again. When he drive in for a layup, you won't even put your body on him. You say his face reminds you of the little girl from the Boondocks. And while he doing his pregame warm-up, dribbling 18 basketballs between his legs, you need to be staring at him. You need to be glaring at him. Scare the hell out of him. Stephen Curry is slowly becoming the socially acceptable Cam Newton of the NBA. Except he ain't dancing and dabbing on defenses. He doing a damn Disney walk. You need to get physical with Stephen Curry. You need to widen your stance, lower your base, tell Steph he got a zit on his face. And when he get mad and come in your space, there's no child abuse in the NBA. Smack him in the mouth. I'm a linebacker. Let's go.
Man, Jared, that's one hell of an entrance.
Shout out to the fake Ray Lewis. We have 3 players now who have been suspended this season for a minimum of 25 games.
25 games.
We got John Collins was just pegged this week. Your boy, what's his name? Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler. I'm like, man.
Wilson Chandler right before season started.
I did not know Wilson Chandler.
Yep. Yeah, he got
New Jersey.
Yeah, he got pegged for lean.
Brooklyn Nets.
He probably was drinking some of that purple drink and taking steroids at the same time.
Nah, it's PED, man.
Who's the other dude that was just pegged last week? It was the big name too. DeAndre Ayton. So we got a rash of players. I don't know what is it in the NBA that's causing these players to feel like they need to take PEDs right now.
Well, I'm a little confused because these are big men taking these PEDs when the game's not physical anymore. So what are they trying to box out people extra strong, trying to put that elbow? Are they trying to come back from injury? Trying to put that elbow on the defender or the offensive player? Come on now. What y'all doing out there?
Well, when did the league make Viagra illegal? Because it's performance enhancements, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think
they ain't got no other reason to take any other performance enhancements.
Maybe they pregnant.
They taking a fertility drug. That's what they end up taking.
A fertility drug to. That's what DeAndre Ayton got caught with, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly.
I think the real root of it is that they are taking these PEDs so they can mac on Instagram bitches even harder. That's what they trying to flex on.
That's what I think so.
They like, man, I got to get my Instagram bitches game up. I'm about to start taking these PEDs so I can make sure I get all these IG hoes.
That's what I think they think. They're like, man, Klay Thompson taking them all. Klay Thompson take all the light-skinned ones.
Damn you, Klay Thompson. I love light-skinned women.
I gotta up my game
with my black ass.
Now to Anthony, I think Antonio Brown went down, and after he got in all this trouble, not making no money right now and suspended, they were like, "Hey man, all these Instagram women are available. Like we got to, man. I ain't got no 6-pack, so I gotta take these PEDs and start working on this."
I'm just a tall, high yellow fella. Well, actually, DeAndre Ayton ain't high yellow, but he's tall.
Listen now, Warrior. See, everybody's trying to be a workout warrior. How about doing some repetition? Let's take some shots. Let's go to the free throw line. I understand. Work on your drills. You got to work on cardio. Mm-hmm. But why is everybody trying to get stronger? It's a skill game, and it's also not a touch game anymore. Mm-hmm. Unless you're trying to blow by people. A lot of them, you're not built like LeBron James, so you're not built like Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Everybody in the league built like Michael Cooper.
I think maybe they're doing a lot of the plyometrics and other stuff, trying to become more explosive. They need that extra recovery time so they can, maintain, but it just doesn't make sense. NBA is not the NFL.
Man, back in the 80s, everybody played in Converse and hard flat tops with flat soles.
That's a theory of mine. That's why people are tearing more ACLs and stuff now is because, they was playing on them shitty-ass shoes where they would be sliding across the goddamn – shout out to Converse sponsorship. They'd be sliding across the floor in them shitty-ass shoes and all that weight and all that power in their legs was being dispersed through the sliding and gliding on the court. But nowadays, they got all this new technology on these new type of Durasole shoes and shit and types of new rubbers. And so all that power and all that impact is hitting that floor and it's not moving. And all that impact is just going straight up through their legs and knees. And that's why fools are tearing their ACLs.
I don't think that's why they tearing their ACLs. Because by the 90s, they had the floor situation taken care of. They knew you have to stick them on the floor. The floor got mopped. The shoes were better. I think they're getting hurt because they're playing too many of one sport now. Mm-hmm. Like back in the day, you heard about Magic Johnson playing basketball and then having an off season. And you heard about like Michael Jordan. That's the reason why he loved baseball. When basketball season was over, he played baseball. They played multiple sports. Somebody said this recently in college basketball. Said there's a bigger grind now because of now the way you go into college basketball, the way you play in high school is AAU. So like my nieces, they're playing 4 to 6 games every weekend. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, you only played for your high school, which is 2 games a week. Mm-hmm. 2 games a week. You go to college, you play your 20 plus, under 30 games a year, right? Even if you did it for 4 years, then you go to pro, your body isn't as worn. Now I think they're wearing down all their ligaments, they're wearing down.
Year-round.
It's extra stress because they're playing one sport year-round.
Year-round, yeah. I can see that. I can see that being the case. I think, we need more of these young, traveling baseball coaches to come out, and just...
Get one of these niggers, please.
Just pull them away from that goddamn hardwood.
Well, Somebody, I forgot the website. It could be something Thinking Basketball or something. He did a statistic. He's real big on statistics. And he brought it up that how many first-round draft picks in the last 5 years have gotten hurt in their first season. Where, like, even that year, Julius Randle, remember when he got hurt in game 1?
Yeah.
So that year, like 17 first-round draft picks missed more than 13 to 15 games. Some of them missed, a few of them missed the whole season. And then if you look at it since then on, it's just been nothing but first round going down for a lot of time. And they all seem to be knee and leg injuries.
Yeah.
Whereas before you didn't have it. I think it's the wear and tear playing. I mean, Kobe Bryant, he played soccer on top of it, you know. And then even if you didn't play anything else, when your sport was over, it was over.
Dang it, these cats are soft. I played basketball 24/7 on blacktop.
Come on.
On an 8.5-foot rim, slam dunking the ball, just like your boy, what's his name, Stanley Roberts. Just call me Stanley Roberts, and I can't make me tumble on those small courts. Y'all get that mess out of here.
And you know, if it's the small court, the only small court in that neighborhood, he didn't play that much because you spent half the time waiting to get in.
Pedro, you go back with Aaron a long time. Tell us a little about yourself, Pedro. A little background about yourself.
A little bit of backstory, yes. So when I moved over there in Aaron's neighborhood, first friend I had was Billy Clark. He was all about sports. And I wasn't even a football fan. I was a baseball fan. Never really could play any high school sports due to asthma. And I was taking performance enhancers with inhaler.
Oh, you sound like Greg Hardy right now.
Yeah, I used to take that performance. Every time I would puff that asthma inhaler, I would get 2-inch vertical added to my leap.
He thought it was banging.
So I took the first performance enhancer. Even when I played football in 10th grade, I couldn't get on the field. I was only good for a practice dummy because my asthma. So in 10th grade, I used to use that performance enhancer just during practice. I couldn't get on the field.
Aren't you from Cleveland or Ohio area?
I was born in Cleveland. And basically raised in Norwalk, La Mirada, and South Central Los Angeles.
He a man.
Shake a height, stand up.
So you know Aaron a long time. You guys go way back. You know, you both got a love for football and fried chicken, so that's good to see. Louisiana fried chicken, they got the Chinese restaurant in it too?
Now it does, yeah. Before it didn't have a Chinese restaurant.
No, it just happened, just chicken.
But now, yeah, Jared's been to it since he was shocked to see that he could get egg rolls, fried rice, and Louisiana fried chicken and Cajun rice.
Which one did you take him to? Slauson
the one on
Crenshaw?
Slauson and Crenshaw.
Yeah, y'all didn't get robbed?
Nah, you don't rob. They got the bulletproof glass there.
No, y'all didn't get robbed.
You throw your
that
wallet
protects
behind
them.
the bulletproof glass so they can't rob it.
No, I said
throw it in that little
you
slit.
got. No, I said you two didn't get robbed.
No,
I thought I was buying gas, or I was at the Jack in the Box drive-through with the little thing where they push it out and drop the money in here and they pull it back.
You were shocked to see that indoors. See, that's LA. Yeah. That's South Central LA. They have to put those inside, not just the drive-through. You don't have to worry about someone robbing you in the drive-through. That's kind of stupid that they have it up here in the drive-through. People rob you inside. Who robs someone through a drive-through?
Yeah. Last time I was at Louisiana Fried Chicken, y'all went to, this dude was trying to test to see what type of phone I had. Asked me, oh, what's that Dodger score? Well, anybody got a phone? Anybody know the Dodger score? So I got this whack-ass Samsung, so he wasn't interested.
You should have pulled out a flip phone. Like, hold on, let me log on to Netscape.
Let me call the operator like we used to do in the back of the day. We had zero.
Or what about if somebody is like, "Hey, bro, can I use your phone? I'm in a pinch."
Yep, someone asked me that.
I'll be like, "All right, but I'm gonna hold that shit though." Here.
Yeah, I'll put you on speakerphone.
I've gone no. Someone asked me and I said, "No, I can't do that."
You're gonna be slick.
I was like, "No."
All right.
Yeah, this chicken's good.
I'll give you a quarter. Find a payphone.
You can find, hey man, I'm telling you that you can find Ben Roethlisberger. He probably got a payphone.
Phones now, so I shouldn't be. You shouldn't be lending your phone to no one.
If you can find Ben Roethlisberger, you'll find him outside a women's restroom at a bar acting like he on a payphone call to call one of his cousins.
He might have the payphone set up in every women's bathroom in the restaurants he attends. Man, can you guys put a Pacific Bell in there?
Yeah, I need a
Using
Pac Bell.
companies that dead. Use a Pac Bell. And then, what's the one that started with the G? GTE? Can you set up a GTE phone system?
Shout out to Ben Roethlisberger. Sponsorship. Eat a dick.
Shout out to GTE and Pac Bell.
Are we supposed to be allegedly on that?
I didn't say anything about him allegedly being a rapist, but I just said shout out sponsorship, eat a dick.
Allegedly eat a dick.
No, it's not allegedly. He can eat a dick. He's not a good person. Hey, but come on our show. So we also have Marcos here. Marcos, man, tell us a little about yourself.
And what do you think about this chicken?
I have yet to try the chicken.
There's more in there. Please help yourself.
I'm going to get to it, though. I've heard good things.
They ain't got no napkins, though, to wipe your hands off.
Unfortunately, I'll have to say I'm probably the least knowledgeable sports person here. I had allergies growing up. I was a very bookish child, more of an intellectual dandy. So I was just in the crib most. Also, my parents wanted to make sure I did not fall in with a criminal element growing up. So spent a lot of time indoors in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, okay.
So I did follow basketball. I always liked basketball. I always played ball. For some inexplicable reason, when I was in elementary school, I do remember I don't know why I liked the Phoenix Suns for a minute. I really liked Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley and Dan Marley.
Yes, Dan Marley.
Forgot all about him.
That was a good time. You came in. He came in.
Right. And I think it really broke my heart just when Jordan just bulldozed the Suns. After that, I was just like, so maybe subconsciously that turned me off to sports for a while.
Yeah.
But I always enjoyed watching ball. I feel like when I was a little kid, too, basketball came on at a different time. I always remember waking up and catching the credits where the game is ending. So maybe this has something to do with it.
I think the weekends, shout out to Brandon and Darius, two founders of our show. It is Sunday, so for them it means it's...
Someone bought the rights to that song.
Who?
Fox Sports. So I'm watching a college basketball game, and guess what they play at halftime? That song.
Shout out to Fox Sports sponsorship.
Fox Sports bought the rights to use that song for their college basketball. Wow. They used it for college basketball. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't even a good game, too. It was
Wyoming versus UNLV.
Yeah, it's like something like that. It was. I'm like,
it was like mid-majors versus mid-major.
I'll tell you what, Marcos, I'm happy. Peadro, I'm happy to have you guys here. I'm kind of pissed off at Jared right now, especially with you being here, Marcos, because this is like the third week in a row we got somebody with a nice radio voice on here, and it's like I got to come up my A game because my voice is horrible. I got someone once told me, Aaron, you got a face for radio, but a voice for silent film. And that's how I really feel now. I'm over here subconscious right now.
That's true.
You might have said something here talking about I know the least about sports, but I'm the most subconscious one right now.
Don't worry, Aaron. At least you got
big black nigga dick.
Come on, man. You saved one of those for my Cuddy Corner shout. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You saved one of those for my Cuddy Corner shout out. How did you guys meet? You guys met at Davis, you and Jared, Marcos?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we met. I feel like our earliest interactions were probably at the Arc.
Yeah,
playing
probably.
5-on-5 on the first court, and just ran into other homies, mutual friends.
Yeah.
We've been kicking it ever since.
Yeah, he's part of the Sicker Mob, so he knoes all about the Manpreet rule and the domino games.
Oh, you know all about that silly shit? It's funny. Someone else asked me about that this week. This week I've been having to talk a lot to some people that listen to the show. Greg Williams. Shout out to Greg Williams and Playground Kings.
Shout out sponsorship.
I had talked to him and some other people about, and Greg had a nice conversation with me about like the domino thing And it's been coming up a lot. And what I did with the domino. So you were did you ever play? Were you there that day I flipped the table?
No, I definitely would have remembered it.
I don't think he was. He might have been at the barbecue.
I think he came later.
Yeah, he might have been
I
there.
flipped it pretty early in the barbecue. It don't take much time.
Yeah, Marcos knows about the man pre rule.
Yeah,
I don't know. Marcos, did you ever get man preed when we were playing dominoes with
I'm
the
sure I
Sycamore
did get
squad?
man preed, but to be honest, a lot of times when these fellas were playing Bones games, I would just abstain. Not because of any
Well, they
particular...
ain't not that good, so I know it had nothing to do with that. That's right, I said it.
No, he didn't want to get shot.
Go ahead, Marcus.
For me, I feel like sometimes the structure of games puts me off. I'm more the type to just be open-ended in my interactions and doings and just be chilling and just talking shit as I don't like to be tied down.
And keep a conversation going. It don't have to be about this damn game.
Yes.
And see, and to me, that's where their skill level was at. Their skill level was, to me, when I was playing dominoes with them, was at the level that we should be talking about anything else than this game. Because I played, you remember Melissa Eric?
Yeah.
Remember how he played? We played with people that would tell you, once you go around once, and by the second time, they know everything that's in everybody's hand. And they're telling you what to play, and they're right. They know everything in your hand. So I'm playing with some people on some really high level. And so to sit here with these people that thought they were on this high level, and I'm like, they're nice guys. They think they're on this high level, and they want to sit here and talk about dominoes. No, we should be talking about whatever you want. Women, the world, guys, whoever, right? The last porn I just downloaded, anything. Sports, anything. We should be having a conversation not about this domino game. And then next thing I know, they changing my name.
I understand that. I can see how that would arouse your ire.
Aaron's the dude that at the game.
Why don't you click your heels together 3 times and go back to Africa?
That's what we say to Aaron.
So how did you feel about this, man? Also, Marcos, this is the thing. I'm from Los Angeles, a city with how many, we got 4 million people? So, it's funny because Peadro, one time he was out here when we went to 389, he said it best. He said, this is a small world in the Bay Area.
Yes.
And I was fighting for the Bay Area. Like, no, it isn't. You just putting too much. And then I was like, he's right. This is a really small town. And so that's why I saw the man Preet rule as small. I said, man, they small town to me. Like, I'm from a big city, and they over here small town to me with some stupid made-up rule.
That's a trip.
And Pedro's like, this is a small world.
You got a monogamous relationship out here. You can't be like me and be a trucker and have a woman in every state.
That's interesting geographical insight.
Yeah.
Because I come from I feel like historically the people that live in the bigger metropolitan areas in the Bay definitely love to talk down on suburbanites as if it's so small. So I'm very kind of pleased to hear an outsider's perspective.
It is.
That they, people want to.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because they struggle when I tell them that. Yeah. People are always shocked when I say, this isn't a big city. Berkeley, Oakland is a big city. Right. San Francisco still is. San Francisco's big by name but now San Francisco don't have neighborhoods anymore. Yeah. It's not a city. San Francisco's a transplant. It's basically a place where people of non-color or lack of pigmentation can go and have a good time.
Yeah, it's
for 3 years. It's a 3-year playground, 3 to 4 year playground for them, where they could go on Tinder and everything else and have a good time. But it's not. Give us free. Yeah, that's how I said it. That's what I said when I was in a bar in San Francisco. I started feeling like La Amistad. I wasn't going that far, Jerry. I wasn't going that far. I said La Amistad, dude, not that. I was feeling like, damn, I'm the only person of color in here. I don't think they seen one. Yeah. I was the unicorn in there.
Damn.
Only person of color not wearing a checkered shirt.
If you know what a magic moment is where somebody misspeaks so egregiously. It is typically in place for Aaron when he misspeaks, because Magic Johnson is one of his favorite athletes of all time. And in his eyes, Magic Johnson can do no wrong. He actually was in an argument with me last week, arguing the statistics of wide women and pumpkin spice. And his main observation was about the Magic Johnson Starbucks in LA. So that lets you know about the level of Magic Johnson love Aaron got. But if you hear Magic Moment, you hear this bit.
This magic moment
typically means that somebody misspoke in the same way that Magic Johnson misspeaks on a regular basis.
I'm also a Magic Johnson stan. I feel like Magic Johnson can't do any wrong except run a basketball team.
The new Dolomite movie on Netflix and done by Eddie Murphy, featuring Craig Robinson, Wesley Snipes, a couple other people.
And your boy, the guy that's been on this show before.
Who? Oh, my boy Anye Malik. Shout out to
comedian.
Anye Malik, sponsorship. Come on our show. It came out on Netflix. Seemed like it was pretty well done, but my main takeaway from watching it wasn't a Dolomite movie. It was a movie about Dolomite's career coming up and how he became big and made it big, which I wasn't expecting. I was kind of hoping for something that would actually maybe be like a movie adding on to the Dolomite
with
filmography.
Eddie Murphy talking shit like Dolomite.
Yeah, it's Eddie Murphy sound like Eddie Murphy saying Dolomite lines.
Yeah, that was my criticism in the beginning. Like, I thought Eddie Murphy ain't putting enough bass behind his voice. He's just sounding like himself. But the movie, as far as I knew, it was supposed to be a documentary about the man. I wasn't expecting anything else. It was showing how it kind of got into how he put on his costumes and the stuff like he was barely, he was using his own money and his own cash to make the movie, a blaxploitation movie. It actually turned out to be pretty decent. It's a feel-good story.
Just tell us how many brights you give it.
How many brights do you get?
The only reason I said that just because I knew Jared was, and I just don't feel like dealing with how much I hate his bright system.
What's your bright? You got to give me the level on that.
And so the bright system works out like this. There are 3 scores, and the beauty of the bright system is that you have to articulate why you give it the bright level that you give it. Aaron likes to hate on it because Aaron is jealous because he ain't come up with his own good enough system. So that's what Aaron, just throwing salt everywhere. Just like, I ain't gonna yuck your yum, but I'm gonna hate. So that's Aaron's thing. That's kind of like my buddy A Train has a thing where he'll be like. He's like, yeah, this is that, and that other. He'll talk bad about something, be like, but that's just me, and who am I to say anything bad about something? You're like, wait a minute, you just went on a whole diatribe hating on something, and then you said, but who am I to say anything bad about it? Anyways, the Bright system. The Bright system works accordingly. It's based off the movie Bright. Now, the movie Bright, the Netflix blockbuster that was made with Will Smith in it, where it was an orc playing an LAPD officer, was a pretty bad movie. It was not very good. However, because it had so much hype and because it was entertaining enough for me to sit through it and finish watching it, and because it was free to some degree because it was part of my Netflix subscription.
That's not free.
It was relatively bearable. So that's one bright. One Bright is a movie that's bearable, that you can finish, that you'd be like, you know what, if I saw it for a discounted price or on a streaming service, you know what I'm saying, I could watch it. There's some things in there that, are worthwhile to see, but it's not a great movie.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it 3 brights.
Wait, you ain't heard the whole scale first.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so no, it's only 3 scales. So 1 bright is the baseline. 0 brights is like, that movie was good, really good. It's a reverse system. The less, the better. Kind of like golf.
Okay, I'm confused.
Exactly, I told you.
I am confused.
So less, the better.
0 brights is like a great movie that you would say.
Basically,
hey,
0 brights mean it's not bright.
Okay.
1 bright means it's almost like bright, but bearable.
Okay, I kind of get it, but I'm just confused.
2 brights means it's almost like bright, so you shouldn't even see it.
The 2 brights means.
Which I don't know. Why would you make a series off of it? Why would you make a system based off a shitty movie?
Because
so you could shit on the movie.
Because you could shit on the movie because you're putting in the frame of a shitty movie.
See, the way I shit on things is to stop talking about it.
No.
So still the domino.
So 0 brights is a movie that you would definitely pay full price for, and you recommend anybody to see because it was good. 2 brights is don't waste your time or money on it. It's not worth it either, and you will come away disappointed as though you've wasted part of your life or you wasted some of your money or both.
Okay, so I would have to, I'm still confused. I'm as confused as a trucker on the East Coast trying to read a low bridge sign. Mm-hmm. But I would give it 0 brights. I have to give it that because I think people like to see Eddie Murphy on film, even though.
So that means it's a good movie.
Okay, so
I think 1 bright means it's decent.
Okay. Let me give it 1 bright, and then let me run into that bridge that I was talking about. Because I'm still confused.
No, it's just a silly scale.
Confusing.
Don't worry, it's a silly scale.
It's confusing. Once you master it, you're able to apply it fluidly, and you're able to apply it with conviction to be able to explain why you think that movie is the valuation that you placed on it.
Okay, so I would give it half a Bright.
There's no halves. There's just one.
Silly scale, dude.
But I was a critic of the Bright scale at first. It is a little bit convoluted and takes much explaining, but I'm probably a fan of it because it is a way to continuously pile on Will Smith. And
Oh, so this is just a Will Smith plot.
I think that's the function of it. It's the beauty of it.
Would there be a movie to replace Bright? Because Bright was bad. There's a bunch of other bad movies. Probably Will Smith movies alone.
But I would argue though that Will Smith in the past 10 years his career is defined by continual attempts to make a major tentpole film that is a hit, and they've all been failures. Yeah. So I'm liking seeing. I'm not a hater, but I'm like, why is this guy get so many chances?
Yeah.
And really I'm mad because he should have been in the Independence Day reboot, but he shitted on it to be in weak-ass Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad wasn't really that bad. It was just...
How many Brights would you give it?
I'd give it a...
I give it 1.
I gave it 2 Brights. That means it was terrible. Don't waste your time.
His acting... So... Will Smith as an actor in that movie, I thought he was a pretty cool character.
His character was cool.
The problem was the enemies or whoever. Well, they're all enemies, but
the movie
plot was terrible.
The villains were amorphous.
Right.
Everything was terrible about it. The movie plot, the writing, the fact that all of a sudden there's this one guy on the Suicide Squad that didn't get an introduction,
and you knew he was going to die.
Everybody got an introduction, but one guy.
The Native American dude.
They got ropes. He got ropes.
Man,
guess
that
what?
Sound like he got ropes. Some racial undertones.
Guess what he gonna do with these ropes? He gonna try to escape. And then we gonna show why it's called Suicide Squad. We blew off his head. Dude. I didn't see that coming. He's the only one that has been walking for the last 15 minutes. Everyone else got this nice long introduction on how they got caught.
Yeah,
he's just there.
Dude, I don't know who decided to like that's the whole point. You got to make everyone seem like they're important, and then you kill somebody that you think is important, and that throws people off, and that adds like value to your movie. Yes. Suicide Squad was 2 Brights because it was really, really bad, and it was almost I could have walked out on it. Bright, on the other hand, I watched the end because I was waiting for something to hit me, be like, damn, that was actually good. It never really came, but I made it through it 2 times. I watched the movie twice just to see if there was anything I was missing. Damn. Because there was enough hype behind it. There was enough around the story and what was going on to where I was trying to see, maybe I'm just not getting it. Maybe I'm not deciphering something. But it was just very wholly just like mediocre, and you'd probably be a little disappointed if you paid full price to see it like in theater or something like that.
Well, could you change your system to the Transformer 5 movie? Was that Transformers 5 that was 3 hours long and everybody I talked to fell asleep in the theater?
I stopped putting numbers on them and stopped watching them. It's just like Bright. I want them to go away like the Bright system. Like
how can you mess up the Transformers?
The same way.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know how you mess up Transformers. Transformers is one of those things where it's a dope concept, and with the CGI you can do nowadays, I don't understand how you can just have terrible movies.
Writing. That's how you mess up terrible storytelling.
I think that you have to look at what is the origin of that story. Transformers, there's no story to it. It's a movie based on the toys.
The toys.
So
they made
what
the movie
can you
to sell
expect?
toys.
Yeah.
Well, they made the movie to sell toys, but
and the cartoon to sell toys.
Oh, okay.
The toys came out first.
If you go back to the comic books, like he was using characters nobody knew. This was very simple. All you had to do was use your top characters.
Well,
and he came out with Blackout.
The problem was he used the top characters and then killed them off. And they killed off like main characters. You're
Mud
like, wow.
Flap.
He killed off Jazz, the only black Transformer.
Damn.
Alternator.
Hey, wait, no.
Camshaft.
What about the 2 Coons? They had the 2 Coon Transformers.
That was the second movie. He made them up. He made up 2 of the main Coons.
They're not made up. They were characters.
They were?
One was Skids.
Skids and Mudflap. You're right.
Skids and Mudflap. One was Skids. Now, Skids
but they weren't
characters.
Twins.
It wasn't twins. Mudflap was made up, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of stuff came from the European and the Chinese version of Transformers. So he was taking characters out of there.
It's just bad storytelling.
I could deal
with. It's a Transformer movie. I could deal with you creating characters. I don't care about that.
Explain the War of Cybertron and the Fall of Cybertron. Why were those so good in the story?
Video game?
Yes.
Because it's a video game. It's
But
easy
the
for me to
story
play
was
a
good.
video game.
But the story was good.
The storytelling. Because you know why? Those are dominated by teams of people who get together and talk, whereas Michael Bay created this story, and he is not.
So he
other than
was
Bad
gathered
Boys
by-
1, this is what Michael Bay does.
So you're saying Michael Bay is surrounded by a team of explosives and cocaine.
Big horn sound.
No, he's good at doing a couple movies. Then he gets a lot of money. He does real good. He calms it down. The studios calm him down. And then when they're super successful, they give him a little more leeway, and then he fucks over.
No,
because he started off with Bad Boys. That was his first big movie. It was good. So then they gave him another movie. It was The Rock. That was really good. So then they gave him a little leeway, and he comes out with shitty-ass Armageddon. Then he goes to shitty-ass Pearl Harbor and Bad Boys 2, which he blows up a real mansion. Thank you, Michael Bay. It's bad enough poor people don't have a place to live, but you blowing up rich people houses too. I guess he's equal opportunity.